What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're keto, my name is John, and I'm gonna kick this video off in just a minute. But first, if you do enjoy some day in the life vlogs, keto recipe videos, or just keto informative videos, videos about fasting, those kinds of things, definitely hit that subscribe, click the bell so you're notified when I do future videos if you do enjoy the content. We're gonna do a recipe video today on Keto Jambalaya. I'm very excited about it. So stay tuned, let's go ahead and kick this video off. Alright, you guys, I'm going to show you how to make my version of jambalaya, keto jambalaya, with just a few simple ingredients. It's going to be very fast. Anybody can do it. It's just like a meal you can put together for your family, for yourself, very quickly but delicious, and it takes no time. So let's go ahead and get this started. Let me show you how to put this together really quickly. So like I've told you guys many times before, cooking does not have to be complicated. You can simplify it. It doesn't have to be a science. You can swap out vegetables for the ones that you like. Don't use the ones that you don't like. But for me today, I'm gonna be using some onion, bell pepper, celery, and some cauliflower rice. Let me show you what to do first. All right, so first and foremost, what you're gonna wanna do is get all your prep work done, which is gonna be just chopping up your vegetables. I'm going to do probably a large dice here, but you could always do a julienne, or you can chop your vegetables however the heck you like them, guys. It does not have to be crazy. Just make it the way you like it. The way I like to dice them up, one slice down the middle, slices all the way down, and then you just kind of chop through it. I like onions, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and make them kind of big and chunky like that. It's gonna depend on you though. Comment down below, let me know if you guys have ever made a keto jambalaya. Definitely would like to hear from y'all. And these are just vegetables that I had left over from not using them on a different dinner. So you can definitely be one of these dishes that you just kind of use to clean your cabinets out. I'm gonna go ahead and dice this up. All right, there you have it. By the magic of YouTube, we have diced our vegetables. So we got about one medium onion here, about a small bell pepper, and then 2 stalks of celery. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and use. You could probably add some carrots to this if you'd like, and that would be more of a traditional like mirepoix or trinity type of thing. But now we're gonna go ahead and take our sausage and cut this up. Now, I did get turkey sausage, you guys, and I know that's gonna be controversial for some people. And I'm gonna do a video on this pretty soon about the kinds of meats to be eating on keto, which ones are best, whether lean or fattier meats should be consumed. We'll definitely do a video on that. Comment down below, let me know if you wanna see that video. Let's go ahead and dice this up. I like to kind of cut mine on the bias and give it a cooler shape. About that kind of size there. Let's go ahead and get this cut up. All right, there you have it. We got our bag of cauliflower rice, so we'll probably throw in the microwave to nuke for a couple of minutes just to kind of get the chill off of it. We got our vegetables that we're gonna be using. We have our sausage here. If you don't like them this big, cut them smaller, guys. Not a science, it doesn't have to be hard or complicated. So this is what we're working with right now. Next step. All right, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is make sure you get a large pan. And you're gonna wanna heat that pan up on medium-high heat. Get it kind of nice and hot and going before we put our food in there, because you don't want to really steam it. You wanna get a nice color on your food, and so you gotta give it a little bit of time. And then we're gonna put some oil in there. I'm gonna use avocado oil, guys, because it has a higher smoke point, and so I try to stay away from olive oil when cooking at a higher temperature. So I'm gonna put the meat in first, put the sausage in first, and you can also add like some shrimp to this. That would make it like more traditional jambalaya, and I forgot to get the shrimp, but it would definitely been delicious. So once we get our sausage rolling, those juices start flowing, we start to extract some of that fat, then we're gonna go ahead and throw in the vegetables. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. All right, here are the seasonings I'm going to be using, guys. I'm going to be using some onion powder, garlic powder, a Cajun or Creole spice of seasoning of your liking, some pepper, and salt. Unfortunately, I ran out of my kosher salt or Himalayan salt, so I'm going to have to use this crap. I wouldn't recommend it, but that's all I got. So these are my spices I'm going to be using. Very simple, easy ingredients. You're also gonna want to get a tomato sauce or crushed tomatoes, or you could always just cut your own tomatoes and make it all the way homemade with some kind of tomato sauce. All right, our pan's nice and heating up. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the avocado oil in. Nice little healthy. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And we're gonna wanna make sure our pan's hot, because we do wanna get a nice color and nice sear on our sausage. So touch it in there. If you don't hear that sizzle, you ain't ready yet. We'll go ahead and let it heat up a little bit longer. All right, pretty sure we're ready now. Nice and hot. When the oil starts to move around fast, it's also a little tip when you know it's hot enough as well. So hear that sizzle, we're good. We'll go ahead and put our sausage in there. Give it a little shake around. And we're gonna let it do its thing for a little bit. And once we get a little bit of color on there and we start rendering down some of that fat, we're gonna go ahead and add our vegetables in there. Okay, looks like we are starting to get a little bit of color on our sausage. I like to push it around a little bit. Don't make a mess, use some tongs if you have to. But you do want to regulate the heat of your pan, making sure to keep it hot. Once you put all that cold meat in there, it's going to bring the temperature down. So you kind of might have to play with your temperature on your stove, depending on how good of a stove you have. I'm going to go ahead and go in with our vegetables now. All right, mix it around. All right, we'll go ahead and let that cook down for a few minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes or so. We'll go ahead and add some seasoning in, guys. You kind of want to season throughout the cooking process. You put my seasonings in here, and if I had to guess, I'd probably say it's going to be about a half a tablespoon of each. But it doesn't have to be science, guys. Remember, it can just be until you feel it tastes good, and if you are tasting your food throughout the cooking process like a good chef, then you'll know exactly how much to put. Just remember, you can never take away, but you can always put more in. So start kind of light and then work your way through. And comment down below, let me know what your favorite kind of Creole or Cajun seasoning is for something like this. All right, let's give that a mix. Cooking is all about developing flavor profiles, so we really want to make sure that we're seasoning throughout the whole process. Not just at the end, and you don't develop the flavors like you should. This is smelling amazing, by the way. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in about a tablespoon of minced garlic, a tablespoon or two, however heavily you like your garlic. And then we're just gonna cook that down a little bit to get that garlic rawness flavor out of there. Get it going. All right, this part definitely is optional. I'm gonna go ahead and add some butter in here because butter is amazing. This is also one of the reasons why I'm okay with using a leaner kind of meat, because I'm adding fats in there. I'm using the olive oil. I'm using the butter in here, and as long as there's not more carbs or sugar in that meat, I don't see a problem with it. So, all right, so we got that butter melting down, starting to lather those vegetables. It's going to be delicious. Now it's time to add some tomato sauce in, and I would probably say about a cup. But doesn't have to be a certain amount. Just put some in there. If you want it more saucy, then put more in. And then what I would do here normally is add a little bit of chicken stock in here. Unfortunately, I don't have any chicken stock, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of water, just kind of loosen it up some for when we put the cauli rice in there. Or about a half cup or so. And we're just gonna let that cook down. Go ahead and throw a lid on it if you like, or just let it simmer down. As you know, jambalaya is usually made with rice, and so you'll have to use a lot more liquid in that case because the rice will soak it up. But we're using cauliflower rice, it won't soak up too much, so you don't really have to use a whole lot of liquid. And if for some reason it's too dry or you don't like it that way, you can always add some more chicken stock or tomato sauce. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my secret ingredient that I really like is thyme. I very much enjoy the flavor of thyme. I use it in a lot of cooking and it's very versatile. You can use it in a lot of different dishes. And I just find myself liking it in this jambalaya. So I might be weird, maybe Creole people are turning over in their graves right now saying, what the hell, thyme and jambalaya? To be honest with you guys, I didn't even look a recipe up for this. It's just my spin on jambalaya. I'm not trying to say that this is a actual jambalaya recipe. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the cauliflower rice now. A tip that I always do is I squeeze the moisture out of my cauliflower before I use it so that it doesn't over moisture my dish. And if you wanted to, you could always cook this separately and pour or serve the jambalaya over the rice. I just like to mix it all in together. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and taste it and then do our second round of seasoning if it needs it. Careful, because it's probably hot. All right, so I feel like it does need a little more Cajun spice. Get it in there. And pour a little more black pepper here. Give it another taste here, see where we're at. Much better. I think we're probably pretty good now on the seasoning, guys. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just let this hang out for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. Let it chill for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so once that starts to come up back to a boil, it takes about 3 minutes, or a simmer, I mean. It's heated all the way through, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the heat, and then just let this hang out for another 3 or 4 minutes just to let it rest some. Lets those flavors kind of absorb in. All right, you guys, there you go. There you have it. It's that easy, delicious, keto jambalaya. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. And let me know if you ever tried something like this before. All right, I hope you guys did enjoy this recipe video on keto jambalaya. Thank you all if you made it this far. Definitely engage with me and let me know what you guys think of it. I really think it turned out delicious. Also, remember guys, I am a transformation coach, and so if you are looking to transform, I've done it before. I used to be 350 pounds, and I was able to lose 150 pounds and keep it off. And keto and fasting really are a powerful tool to help you do that. So definitely DM me, Facebook, my social media is i.f.yourketo. You can definitely get a hold of me that way, or you can find my email in my description and just give me an email. But yeah, let me know if you guys need help. I'd love to help you. Thank you all if you have made it this far. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that like. I appreciate you all so much. Life's too short, so have a fantastic night.